was at a traffic light at an intersection, and
Mhm.
on my right there's a store. Apparently, they sell food or something, and I start hearing what appears to be gunshots. Boom, 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 boom.
My
That's like,
God.
and yeah, and I see somebody running out of the store, crosses the street, he goes into a gas station, and apparently somebody there was a guard, a security guard, and they started shooting at him too. Pow, pow, pow. And everybody was shooting at the guy, and the guy got on a motorcycle, and you know, he just drove off.
Yeah.
Here in the Dominican Republic, a popular means of transportation is motorcycles, like moto
Okay.
taxis.
Mm-hmm.
At this particular intersection, there were like 30 of these moto taxi drivers just apparently waiting for passengers at that time
Mm-hmm.
at night. And they saw that, and all of them jumped on their motorcycles and they started chasing the guy that
The
was
guy.
trying
Oh
to,
my.
yeah. And I'm like, all of this is happening right in front of me because I'm there just waiting for the light to go green. I'm minding my own business. And then I see a police patrol just drive by, and they start chasing the guy. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And I pull out my phone and I started like recording everything and I started chasing them too, like,
Oh my God.
yeah, but yeah, they were too fast. At some point I said,
Yeah.
I can't keep up with them. So yeah.
Here I'm talking about the situation in America because I think America people can have weapons. Is it the same in Dominican Republic, Dominican?
No, you need a license to have a weapon here. And those, for example, criminals, they get their weapons, at the black market
Illegally.
illegally. They have it illegally. But like, for example, you as a citizen, like if you want to get a gun, there are a lot of limitations and also limitations in terms of like the kind of weapon that you can get. You can get like a small caliber gun, you can buy a
Mhm.
shotgun, but it's very limited. You can't go like, for example, the United States, you go into a store and it's like so many weapons, you don't know what to choose from. It's like, and they ask
Yeah.
you, okay, what are you looking for? It's like shopping for clothes. It's like, okay, what
Oh
are you
my God.
looking for? I'm looking something for something with a lot of stopping power. I'm looking for something that can kill an elephant. You can find it over there.
Mhm.
But in the United States, it's something that's very controversial and it's also very sensitive because everybody has the right to bear arms. It's in the Constitution. So you
Yeah.
can't change the Constitution just because. So there's a lot of
But,
opposition.
but, but, oh my God, we see a lot of people get killed with weapons. For example,
Hmm.
I saw a teenager.
Hmm.
Maybe in his 20, not a teenager, and he killed 14 kids and teacher in a school. He
Hmm.
entered that school and he started shooting students and he killed 14 people. Really, for me, it's even if this thing is in the institution, we can like change it, isn't it?
Well,
I don't know.
I have an opinion about this,
Hmm.
but I'm not in favor of guns. I'm not against it either. But if
Yeah,
there's something I believe is like anything can be used as a weapon. Like
yeah,
if the kid didn't have access to guns, he would have used something else. A knife, a fork, a spoon can be used as a weapon. So if he wanted to hurt people, he can pretty much use whatever he wants to use. Of course, having a machine gun, makes it easier. Yeah.
mm,
The question is,
mhm,
they've always, debated, on if they should have, stricter gun control laws. And I think they should, because I think it's really easy for people to get guns in certain parts of the United States. But I don't think the guns are the problem. I don't think that's the problem because
and what is the problem in your
society,
opinion?
society is the problem. It's not
Mhm.
it's not the guns, it's the society. The education that these kids are receiving, the things that they're exposed to. They're exposed to a lot of violence. Times are very different from when you were raised and I was raised. Things are
Yeah,
very different. I look at kids today and they're being raised by computers, video games, cell phones, tablets. It's not like the old days. Like, for example, you used to go out, ride a bicycle, play with your friends. You will
Yes.
go to the park and come back, and your clothes, if you were wearing a white t-shirt, it will be brown or black because you were so dirty from playing all day long.
Yes.
Kids nowadays, no, they don't do that. And you have to understand something like, it's not everywhere in the United States, but like, for example, in the bigger cities, like, it's just the rhythm of life is just fast,
Yeah.
fast and
Yeah.
fast. You're walking on the street and people just walk you by, and if you decide to drop yourself and lay on the floor, like, people will walk over you. They will not
Oh my-
notice you. Yeah, because people are like, they're like machines. They just, they have to go from A to B. They're thinking about everything they have to do. It's, people are rushing. And
Yeah.
that's kind of like the rhythm in a lot of big cities.
Yeah.
And so that means that we're not paying attention to the human side of a lot of things. And again, this is my opinion, like,
Yeah.
people have different opinions, and I respect that. But I think it's not the guns. It's not the guns. I think it's just, people and what the kids are being exposed to. They see a lot of violence. Some people say that no, but I think it does have some sort of influence, playing such very violent video games, the movies that they see, they get these crazy ideas, the parents are not taking care of the kids. They're not parenting, which is what they should be doing in the first place. So it's a combination of a lot of things. And then if they want to get a gun, it's really easy for them to go into a store or have somebody buy it for them.
Yes. Oh my
But
God.
again, I don't. It's not the guns. I don't think it's just a part of the problem, but it's not the guns. It's easy always to find a scapegoat, like to say, okay, we always have to blame something, and you know this.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's the
Yeah.
guns. We demonize the guns. It's the guns.
Yeah.
No, that the problem goes, deeper than that. So we really need to analyze. Okay, okay? Why are these people behaving like this? There's a big issue with bullying. Also, this is a psychological, component. Also, most of the kids, they don't come from happy homes. They're disturbed. There's a lot of things that there are a lot of things that are going on that we really need
Yeah.
to, step back and really analyze ourselves as a society. But again, I
Yes.
don't I don't think it's the guns. The guns are not the
Can
problem.
we say can we say that children in America exposed to violence more than other countries, or just because, as you said, it's when you live in a big city, the rhythm of the life is so fast that we cannot we a lot of things we don't pay attention to it, like as you said, parenting and a lot of things.
I don't know if America is exposed to more violence than any of the countries, but that is an interesting thing to look at. But I really don't know if that's what's going on. But yeah,
Yeah.
but you can pretty much tell, like, when you turn on the TV, like if you go to Netflix, and you start watching the things that you watch that they watch in the United States, there's a lot of things, that have deviated
Yes.
into things that are not, in my opinion, sometimes what we consider normal. There's a lot of violence. The problem with violence is that, children are becoming desensitized to it. Like, violence doesn't really affect kids because they see it as something normal. So
Yeah.
they're exposed to violence, violence, violence. At some point, they don't care about it. So when they
Yeah.
see it in real life, or if when they hurt somebody, to them it's nothing because they're
It,
used to it. They've been
yeah. It's
trained.
like it's normal.
It's normal. Exactly. That's the word. It becomes normal.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of the problem too. But I think one of the main problems is parenting too, because like I grew up in the 80s.
Hmm.
I saw a lot of violence. I love watching violent movies. But from a very young age, I was taught that, look, this is not real. It's fiction. You're not gonna do the things you see in the movies. You're not gonna go into real life and do the same things. It doesn't work like that. That's fiction. This is the real world. So at some point, when I play video games too, it's like, okay, this is really violent, but it's a video game. It's not real. And just because I do it in a video game doesn't mean that I want to go into the real world and start, shooting people. Like, no.
Yeah.
But
Oh
it
my.
has to do with my parenting, because my parents made sure, okay, you want to play this? Okay, all right, you can play this, but, understand that this is just a game, okay? And when you watch a movie, you understand it's just a movie, but the thing is, kids nowadays, they're being raised, by something, not their parents.